speaking of that, let's check in on Joe Biden. He's got his portrait unveiled at Syracuse University today, and here he is with the university's Board of Trustees chairman, delivering nothing short of a Biden classic.
I always want to turn around to one guy and say, Barack, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I feel like he should be standing on the right and I should be standing on the left. Hey, did you just look at Barack? Anyway.
All right, joining me now is Louisiana Republican Senator John Kennedy. Senator, it's good to see you. I just was watching you take in the former president. Your thoughts?
Well, the Democratic Party is controlled by the Loon Wing. And that doesn't mean they're all Democrats or a member of the Loon Wing, but the Loon Wing's in control. Who are the leaders of the Loon Wing? Senator Sanders, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, Mayor Mamdani. And the people they represent, how can I put this? Their motherboard is fried. Republicans aren't perfect, but they're crazy. The wing of the party that is in control, that Ocasio-Cortez and Mamdani and Bernie are the leaders of, they hate George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln and Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head. They hyperventilate on their yoga mats if you use the wrong pronoun. They think our kids ought to be able to change genders at recess. They have a unique solution to the crime problem. They have a way to get crime down. It's just don't prosecute anybody. The American people deserve to be governed by normal people. And these are not normal people. They are deeply weird. They're narcissistically woke. They have the right to believe what they believe. But I have the right to my opinion too. And I think their motherboard is fried, deep fried.
Do you think, well, everything deep fried turns out good. You know that good and well, Senator, from Louisiana. So I'm not sure it's deep fried. Maybe fried.
Not this dish.
Not this dish. It's not at the Texas State Fair. Not at the Louisiana Crawfish Boil. Deep fried motherboard coming from the left. You mentioned not everybody, okay? You're there in Washington, D.C. Do you ever hear it? Do you hear it from Democrats? I don't know, in the cloakroom? My God, we've got to deal with these crazies.
Sure, hear it all the time. There are plenty, well, I don't want to overstate the case. There are many Democratic senators that know that the Loon Wing and all of their nonsense, they know it's foolishness. They know it's craziness. But they're scared because Loon Wing is in control.
Yeah.
I also call it the Karen Wing. And Bernie and Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez and Mayor Mamdani, they're running the show. It's not Senator Schumer. It's not any of the other wannabe presidents in the Democratic Party. It's those three. And it's really more Ocasio-Cortez and Mamdani than Bernie, though Bernie is sort of the founding father. And I mean it. Republicans are not perfect. We're not. But their wing of the party is crazy. They're crazy as a bed bug. And until they change, right, I don't think they're going to win a presidential election.
I don't know what Mr. Potato Head did. What did he do wrong? Why would you hate Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Potato Head, Dr. Seuss, they think they're all racist. I don't get it. You know.
Okay. I know. I don't think you have to get it, and you don't have to explain it, because I'm down to 10 seconds. And Senator, you could get 5 more quips in those 10 seconds, but I've got to leave it over to the 5. It's always good to see you, Senator.
You too, Will.
All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.